up, guys, and welcome to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we're going to do a 7-round mock draft in this year's for the Washington football team. A lot of you guys asked me to do this, so we're going to hop in. Thank you for celebrating 1,000 subs. We just hit it. Really appreciate everybody subbed. And we're going to go ahead and hop in. I wanted to do it on PFF, but it kept slowing up and freezing up on me on the second round, so it wasn't working out. So we're going to do it on Pro Football Network now. And okay, we got 7 rounds, got that, and let's go ahead and draft it up. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. We're not going to make any trades. We're not going to do anything crazy. Get rid of this. We're going to reject all trade offers. We're just going to stick with what our pick is and go from there. Let's take a look here. Oh, Mac Jones went number 3. Who's available? Okay, I'm just curious. All right, let's see. Justin Fields went 9. And then where did Trey Lance go? Trey Lance went 4. Okay. So quarterbacks off the board. Mike Parsons went 14. So we got 19. Pick number 19. Let's see who is available. And they have Jamin Davis really high ranked here. I don't think he's should be that high ranked. Najee Harris would be awesome, but definitely not taking a running back in first round when we have Antonio Gibson. Definitely not happen. We addressed receiver quite a bit. I don't want to address, like, in free agency, I don't want to get a receiver. Man, I don't really like any of these options because I don't want a guard. I don't want a running back. I want a linebacker. I would love a linebacker, but I don't think they're worth that high of a pick. So, in my opinion, it's a position of need, and I love this dude. I think he's the best player available here. PFF has this guy rated much higher, but I'm going to go ahead and with Trayvon Merrick. I know a lot of people think he might be an early second-round pick or something, or late first. I think he's a stud, and we'll grab him up. Go ahead and reject that. But it's a position of need. We haven't had a free safety in forever that's worth anything, so let's go ahead and scoop him up. All right, so we have pick number 51, and then we're going to fall into pick number 74, I believe, is the next one. Yeah, so we got the end of the second. All right, so let's see what we got here. So we got to get a linebacker or tackle from what we got, right? So because if we got a free safety, we got to address this next. I personally love Liam Mikenberg, and I'm going to scoop him up here. I think he's a great tackle. He's 6'6". I think he needs to put on like 10, 15 pounds, but the dude is a stud offensive tackle, great blocker, understands what he needs to do, strong, good quick on his feet, very, very quick. So I'm going to scoop up Liam Eichenberg at number 51 and then see what linebacker falls to me at pick number 74. So Nick Bolton's there. Not the biggest Nick Bolton guy. See who's available up here. So I'm not the biggest Nick Bolton fan. It's not that he's terrible. If we end up getting him, I wouldn't be upset. But you know what? I don't want to go Nick Bolton, so I'm going to scoop up Davis Mills. I'm going to get my quarterback, and I love Davis Mills. I think he could be the quarterback late that hits. He's much more of a take what the defense kind of gives you, and I think that's exactly what we need on this kind of a talented team of just a guy that does his job. We don't need a Russell Wilson to absolutely take over a Pat Mahomes. Davis Mills has good mobility. He's not a natural runner, but he's a good, accurate thrower. He's got a strong arm. He's not like Pat Mahomes by any stretch, but he can make all the throws. I like Davis Mills. All right, we're going to reject the trade, and now we got to go linebacker at this point. Got to go linebacker. And let's see who we got. So we got Dylan Moses there. And not a lot else. The one thing I could do is take... Yeah, you know what? I'm going for it. Let's go ahead and grab up Dylan Moses, linebacker from Alabama. Not my first choice, but that's who the best player available was in that position of need. So we went ahead and scooped him up. So we got our free safety, we got a tackle, got a linebacker, and got our quarterback. So let's go around and see what else we can get at pick number 124. See if what tight ends are available. Yeah, I'm not big on tight end outside of the top 4, so if they aren't there, I'm not really interested in going for one. So let's take a look here at who is available. You know what's crazy is our linebacker room is so weak, and we got Dylan Moses who may or may not hit. I would love to double up. Let's go ahead and get Monty Rice with pick number 124 and really hit home that linebacker position to hopefully improve that a lot, because it was a big problem last season, and we lost KPL. So I'm not a John Bostic fan. I like Cole Holcomb, and that's about it in our linebacker room. So Reuben Foster never worked out. So I would love to hit it twice. All right. So pick number 163 is our last pick before our 2 7th round picks. So pick number 163. Let's see who's available. And we already got our free safety. We already got a tackle. We got 2 linebackers, and we got our quarterback. And we don't need a tight end desperately because we ended up getting that Reyes character. So I like a receiver here because there's some good receivers late. We talked about them on the channel. And a guy that I really enjoy that's available. Oh, they're both here. Who do I want? So 2 guys that I really, really, really like in this draft are Trayvon Grimes and Simi Fehoko. They're huge. They're both I think Simi Fehoko might be 6'3". Trayvon Grimes is 6'4". Trayvon Grimes ran a 4.49. Simi Fehoko, though, ran a 4.37. I think Trayvon Grimes might even have a little bit better hands, though. And I love his size in the red zone. Every 4 catches was a touchdown. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and scoop up Trayvon Grimes to pair with Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel can be our nice slot guy / utility. Terry McLaurin can be 1, and Trayvon Grimes would be a good complementary number 2. All right, so that's what I got here. So I got 2 7th round picks here. And one I want to go with is defense. And this guy is a sleeper pick in the draft that I really, really like. And that is Nashon Wright. And I'm going to scoop him up as a corner. I think we could use a third corner. I think this guy has a potential. He's 6'4", very long. Not the fastest guy, but he's got spine speed. I think he's 4'5", somewhere in there. But he reminds me of what Ron Rivera liked to use Josh Norman as, a nice lanky corner. Not the best with his feet, not the quickest, not the fastest, but a nice long corner. And I think he could be a really interesting scoop for the Washington football team, is Nashon Wright. Now, I know a lot of people don't think we need an edge. I would like to maybe get a guy late if there's a guy that I kind of like, but I think he's already gone. And so he's gone. Not really thrilled with anybody else. Definitely don't want more linebackers. We got our corner. We got our safety. We got our quarterback. We got a receiver. Got a tackle. So we got pretty much all of our needs in this draft. We got 2 linebackers. And I'm not going to be desperate for a tight end. I think I'm going to just stick around with Logan Thomas and Samus Reyes and kind of just stick with that. And this is going to be the surprise pick of the draft, okay? This one's going to be really weird. But it's Evan Mcpherson out of Florida. This dude has a cannon of a leg. Cannon. I saw him kick a field goal that I believe was 53 yards or something. And this thing, he made it look like a PAT of how high he kicked it into the uprights. And I would love us, and because I'm not the biggest Dustin Hopkins fan, and I know that we just signed him, but I want some competition in there for Dustin Hopkins. A lot of times 7th round picks are throwaway picks anyway. I mean, occasionally you get a decent one like Jimmy Moreland. You get a Cam Curl, which is cool. So I'm not saying it's impossible to hit, but I think that this guy is the best kicker in this draft that could be fantastic. So I'm going to scoop up a kicker, and there's my draft. So there's my mock draft. I hit 2 linebackers back to back. I got my QB of the future potentially that could sit behind Ryan Fitzpatrick, learn from him for a year. I got my starting free safety, and I believe the best player available at pick number 19. I got my tackle to potentially replace Cornelius Lucas. And Liam Mikenberg, I'm fine with this year if he sits behind Cornelius Lucas for one season and just kind of learn, and he can be our swing tackle. And if Morgan Moses gets hurt or Cornelius, and just have him in there to go replace him if need be. I think he's super talented. I think he's better than Jerron Christian. I think he's better than Sadiq Charles. Sadiq Charles I want to move to guard anyway, and so that's fine. Dylan Moses, Monty Rice, both good linebackers with upside. Dylan Moses, fast, good size, 6'3", 240, I think. Monty Rice is more of like a prototypical as far as like standard linebacker. But, I like that he gets into the run game. I don't know if he's necessarily great in coverage, but Monty Rice, I think, is a good linebacker there in that round to pair with Dylan Moses. Trayvon Grimes, I think, is a steal at pick number 163, 6'4", runs a 4.49, great hands. I think that's awesome. I got a corner that I think could be good in rotation because outside of our top two, it gets a little sketchy with like Jamie Moreland. I like his feistiness, but he's just a little bit undersized. And, of course, you got people like Danny Johnson, who's never, like, really hit. We lost Fabian Moreau. So drafting a corner with some interesting upside that I think could fit. Josh Norman's not the best corner, but in Carolina with Ron Rivera, he made him look great. And I think Nashon Wright can have the similar thing. And I love Evan McPherson to compete, finally, bring in someone to compete with Dustin Hopkins. Ron Rivera talks about competition all the time. We have yet to see anybody, and he's only been here 1 year, but even back with freaking Jay Gruden, we never see competition for him. Go ahead and get Evan McPherson and go from there. And this is my draft. And you guys let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Also, in the description below, there's a Discord link. Come in and talk some football in there. Talk some football with us. And last but not least, there are donation links in the description below. If you feel so kind, you could donate to the channel. And thank you again for watching to the end. And until next time, see ya!